Good game. I thought we, played really well for the most part. I give Dallas a lot of credit. They're really well coached, and they kept coming. They hurt us on the boards and in transition in that fourth quarter. Fortunately, we had some big baskets down the stretch, especially Allisha and Nia hit some big ones to really kind of keep a little bit of a lead, and we were able to finish it off. No words yet, but I'm sure we'll have a release at some point. Oh, I thought she played great. I mean, her defense was excellent. Uh, she was looking for a shot. She was kind of disappointed with how she played in the last game, and I just loved her mentality going in today. And right from the beginning, she was ready to go. I just thought we got better shots like the last 5 minutes of the first half and the beginning of the second half. Uh, pace wasn't as good as we wanted at the beginning, but we kind of picked it up. And all of a sudden, the last 5 minutes, all of a sudden we're getting easy ones in transition. We were wide open on a couple threes. So we were able to extend the lead there, which I thought was huge. And then to come out of halftime and, get them to take a timeout because we had the nice run. Those were probably the two big stretches in the game for us. Yeah, I mean, our guards were really working defensively to make it tough and, to make it at least, they were good. They were getting some shots, but at least they were contested and off the dribble, higher level of difficulty, not giving them any open ones because they're too good of shooters. But I mean, she should be an all defensive team player. Leash was excellent. Maya's come in these games and given us great defense. So, we've been rotating people on the other team's best players. And hopefully that's something that we can continue that level of defense on the perimeter. Oh, you guys are so cooperative. So cooperative. Well, I mean, I think in every game she's given us a positive burst every single time when she's gotten in. Obviously, we have two tremendous posts, but when we can bring her in, we're a little bit different. She's a good 3-point shooter. She can, penetrate a little bit. But she's defending. I don't know what it is, rebounds per minute, but it seems like, she's in there grabbing the ball with two hands and is in there for every rebound. So she has started the season off fantastic. And really, I would give Naz some credit too. She hasn't got as many minutes. We got to get more minutes for her because when she's gotten in, she's given us a little bit of spark. So for me, it's got to be find a way to kind of work all four of them in a little more. Uh, but Breeze got 4 double doubles in a row, and BG is one of the best players of all time. So it sounds easy, but it's hard to get everybody the minutes that maybe they even deserve at this point. Yeah, I thought even at the beginning of the, fourth, they went on a little run, but offensively, I still thought we got good shots. We just went on a little spell where, uh, we missed a few that we would normally make. But the problem was, we had played such great defense and uh, we kind of stopped getting back. So they're getting easy ones in conversion. And then we're kind of just turning for the rebound and they're getting extra shots. So we had a little bit of a let up on the defensive end to start the fourth. And I mean, I'm sure you guys have been following the W. These games, people are losing 15-point leads in the last 4 minutes or last, 12-point leads in the last three. Like teams are so explosive that you really have to finish these games out. People are very capable of coming back on you. And that's just something that we're going to have to learn and grow from. I think they've been great. Uh, they've been competing on the defensive end. Obviously, when teams are smaller and stretch you out and they have to guard in space, what I like to see is they're competing and they're willing to give that a go. And the trade off is at the other end is usually we have an advantage inside with somebody. Uh, but I think they've been really good together. I think we've been good when we've kind of rotated one big. Uh, we're still kind of experimenting with some of these lineups to see how it looks against, different configurations from the other team. But so far, I think it's been pretty successful. Yeah, well, I'm enjoying the crowd. I mean, they're loud. It's there's that energy in the building at all times. Like every time out, there seems to be even more energy. It's like uh so for me, it's all about trying to block all the stuff that's going on around and kind of just focus on what do we need to address with the team in that short window that we have. Well, some of these timeouts are actually pretty long, but with that window that we have with the team, so they can go back out there and hopefully we can steal a basket here or there. I honestly thought the defense was pretty good in both games. The first game of the year, the defense was not good. I give the players a lot of credit. They took some pride about really trying to lock some people down and really trying to play things correctly. Um, and they've made it tough on some really good players. Now, it takes a lot of effort to play like that. And there's 44 games and there's one tomorrow. So like to get a good night's sleep and come out and be able to compete like that again, that's not easy. So hopefully our players will take that as a challenge and come out again and play with the same intensity defensively they did today. Just as good job. I love the defensive effort. I love that even when at the beginning of the fourth quarter didn't start off well, we kept our composure. We kept playing together, and then that kind of settled things down, and we were able to close it out. So I liked how we responded when they made their run on us. We didn't get frazzled. We just locked back into what we were doing. Well, we have a lot of good players. Um, you know, Tahina's been playing really well, and we'll find out more about her later. But we have a lot of really good players, but it's fewer players now. Hopefully, we can manage to stay healthy and get through this until we get both of them back. Um, but no one's going to feel sorry for you. You got to put together a game plan, figure out a way to make it work with the players that we have available. I'll be honest, we were talking it over as assistants, and then we realized that we were leaving the team waiting too long so that they could get their recovery, and that we were leaving you in here too long. So we said we'd talk about it again after the media. But for me, it'll be hard because I like to be really, really prepared for each game. But then there's also the trade off of, that would affect how much they get to sleep. And this week has already been a really tough week. So the trade off is how much are you going to be prepared for how much you're going to be rested. And some of this is a little new. So I'm looking for our assistants to give some feedback, and hopefully we'll make a good decision for having the best performance we can.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to switch up. We're going to do Leash and Maya is going to come out. We'll be right back in a moment.
Um, I think the biggest thing was just bouncing back from last game and understanding the mistakes we made in the previous game. Just come out today and not make the same mistakes. Nah, it's like every other team. Nah, I didn't. I just be dishing. I think it just speaks to me being an all around player. I try to benefit the game in any way I can. Making an extra pass, taking an open shot, just help setting up my teammates. So I think that's just the unselfish play of me and being an all around player. Uh, I don't know. You either got it or you don't, I guess.
No, this is great. I mean, I've been wanting to play in Atlanta, something I asked God for. So he delivered, and I'm trying to take advantage of this opportunity. Made me feel good. I mean, make anybody feel good. See the ball going in the net. So it felt good. It was a little confidence booster. So yeah. It's closer to Charlotte, where I'm from. Easier for my family to get here. So yeah. And I mean great energy. So no, you're good. I just kind of stopped. I cut you off, but go ahead. Oh, honestly, I just try to stay ready, stay in the gym, stay sharp. And I pray a lot. It's hard to be in and out of the league. If you follow my career, you know hardships, and even on the roster in Indy wasn't playing a lot. So just staying prayed up and finding joy in little moments, taking what's given to me. You got it. So you have to be committed. Um, first to yourself. Like if it's something that you really want, then that's something that you just lean on. For me, I'm very religious, so I rely on my faith heavily. And then the people around you, the team, the coaches, especially here in Atlanta, I can't speak for every team in the league, but we have a very great support system from the coaches to the support staff to the players. You're not really gonna be able to hang your head in this organization. So that helps a lot. Jinx.
For me, I'm gonna go home and get in my normal tick legs. Uh, Probably come in a little earlier tomorrow and do a quick ice bath to kind of rejuvenate my legs and just get focused for the game tomorrow.
Oh, I'm make sure I'm do same thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, they close up, little massage. I have a lot actually, starting with my dad. He's my go-to. He's one of those parents where everything they say is right, but in that moment you don't really want to listen to them. But I feel like I've matured enough to always go to him, knowing that I'm gonna get the right word. Same thing with my fiance, Zach. He is very similar to my dad, always saying the right things. I really feel like God speaks through them. And then even here, our sports psych, Dr. Gunter, she's helped me a lot. I mean, I'm always talking to her. So yeah.
Just knowing that they're shot makers. I mean, with Reek and Page, I mean, they can score. The only thing I can do best is just make the shots difficult for them, and knowing that if they make the shot, just know it's difficult. I mean, they're shot makers. They're great players. So biggest thing, just gotta continue the effort and just try to make it as hard for them as I can. I mean, Paige's a great player, great rookie, making a great impact early. I'm excited to see what her future in the W holds. I mean, she's doing the thing as a rookie. I mean, the whole rookie class is doing the thing. So I'm excited for the future of the W.
I think it's very important. It's stressful mentally and emotionally with our schedule and just what's required of us and expected of us in this league. And so there's a lot of pressure, especially, I mean, it's already hard enough to stay in the league. So it's easy, at least it's been for me, to just kind of spiral mentally sometimes when you're trying to be the best version of yourself every single day so that you can stick. So talking to Dr. Gunter, she's uplifted me. She helps me quiet my mind, to say the least. And that's just been everything for me.
Thank you for your time. everyone.
Thank you.